Okay, so this is a little bit different. It's a request, it looks like, unless Seawolf RU is Lainos. This map is called Comatose, I believe, and it is a very huge map. So instead of playing this one, well, I do play it, but I'm going to go ahead and just show everybody a little bit of just how huge this map is. And I turned on brightness. Um, as you can see, I just turned it off right there. It is a little bit dark to showcase, so as you can see, there's a lot of detail in this map. Um, so I'll just take a little tour of our map here. Whoever made this did a really great job, and it was recommended that I play in GL Boom or PR Boom, and I decided to use PR Boom Plus. It uses limit refreshing, which enables you to get away with a little bit more stuff, I guess. I'm not too familiar with limit refreshing, although it was suggested for one of my maps as well. But this has, I think, 14,000 line defs, so it is just massive. And I don't know if this is correct, but I do believe that somewhere it said that you couldn't add one more line to it. And I did continue to play this map after I was done recording everything. I did this tour here after the fact. Um, it's just massive, and the attention to detail is just I just cannot praise it enough. This is a labor of love. It truly is. Maybe I shouldn't have went so fast, but maybe you can just slow down the video a little bit in YouTube. Just check out some of this detail in here. All these trees and grass and all that stuff was hand placed. Um, the detail on the generators, the power supplies, and the crates and just to give you an idea what it looks like without the things. And you can just it brings everything alive. The texture pack in this is just amazing. And I believe I looked at the credits for this, and that will be included on the download link because it is a Doom World archive file. A lot of the videos that I've done so far have been. And there is a format to publish the credits. So it is important to give credit where credit is due. So these trees and stuff and the grass, that's all people's hard work. And I'm using GZ Doom Builder 2.3, I think it is now. Although it is constantly updating, so it may be different than that. I wish I could draw a little bit further than I can, but I really tried not to go over everything twice, and even with this tour, I didn't get everything on this map. It is quite fun to play. So we'll go into the map now. Okay, we're in. No, I've decided to do things a little bit different this time because of just the sheer brilliance of this map. First, we're gonna go through the whole playthrough, and it's just fun. It's a pretty difficult map. A lot of the enemies, I don't know if all of them are invisible, so that's a bit of an element. I was just gonna say, lost souls. I remember doing this. It's just so big, you know. Like I guess when I play Doom, I'm not like the best player, so I need to do a playthrough a few times before I can beat something new. So it's just this is a huge adventure. I don't want that to be understated. I really want to emphasize how just big and grandiose this all is. And it's all vanilla. And like I said earlier, I believe it is limit refreshing. Yeah, I did say that. I mean, I don't know entirely what that is. You know what? I'm gonna actually stop the audio track on this, and I will go figure it out, and then I'll come back and let you know. So the term is actually limit removing, and I quote the Doom wiki here. In regards to the Doom engine, increasing or removing static limits inherent in source code, which can be considered bugs by players or WOD designers. WOD designers sometimes describe their levels as requiring a limit removing engine. Essentially, this means that the level uses no features which are not present in the vanilla Doom engine. However, the level must usually still be armed with a source port. Typically because the level is too detailed or large to run using the standard executable. As with the game will eventually or immediately terminate or crash or suffer from visual glitches or other anomalies. Because the level does not use any extra features not available in the unmodified engine, players are free to use any of the many engines that raise Doom's inherent limits. The term is not entirely accurate, however, as limits are not always completely removed due to format requirements and other considerations, and different engines raise the limits to different degrees. In many cases, limit removing corresponds with or implies the limit extensions or removals of the boom engine. Although newer source ports have raised various limits even further, and even their original executables can be hacked to allow higher limits. See Doom Plus. Should make sense for my man. When I was watching someone play it on Twitch, there was an issue with shadows. actually suggested that I look into that. So now I kind of understand what that is. And I'm not sure what's happening here. So let me. Okay, this is when I decided to go into GZ Doom Builder and playtest it without monsters. Um, so okay, we're just gonna run through it. I think that loading sprites thing would probably be an example of that limit removing, because that's very unusual. I've never saw that before. Um, I saw a review of Grezzo 2, I think, by Icarus Lives on YouTube here, and I didn't see it in there. He was saying that that WAD was 800 megabytes, so it must have more to do with like the actual draw space. And I know Tom Hall, he originally wanted to make Doom a like open world sandbox. So I guess, I mean, this is the biggest you could make a Doom level in theory. And I was trying to do some camera work, but it didn't bode well. So I didn't do that too long. Yeah, this map is just I love looking at it. It's just so much detail and just so much love went into it. They probably never made a Doom level ever again. You probably hate this game. No, no. I just I just released my first map and it's probably not done yet, but get a little sick of being an editor for a while after you've been in there for a while. A burnout. But wow, this map is. I couldn't even find myself on the map. It was very hard. I needed to find a bigger place to sit or an open place to sit. And I did play this a little bit more too. Uh, got into the blue door. It's very hard to play against invisible monsters. And, but in some ways, I suppose the monsters actually kind of ruin the aesthetic. This is, I guess I don't want to say it's like ultra detailed or anything like that. I guess it's just, it's so massive to scale and everything. Yeah, my CPU has a little bit of a hard time in this map. So hopefully the frame rate isn't Too horrible. Yeah, I think this is worth playing. So I recommend anybody who's watching this far into it to just stop watching it and just go play it because it's really good. Especially if you want to play it, stop now. Just stop. No, it's too late now. You know where the blue key is. But it just this map is just insane. I love it. This is someone's baby. And I'm really glad that I'm invisible here because then I mean, you don't even have to look at the gun. I should have taken off the HUD, but just look at that. Look at the map. It'd be really nice if this had a map to like jot stuff, from memory. You know, you, I suppose you'd know it really well. It should have street names. My brother played so much GTA, I think 3, that he knew all the street names. He could get there by memory. It was before the GPS. And I did go into the archive and read a few of the reviews. There's not many, which is a shame. I think this was released January 26th, but I'm not entirely sure. It might have been the 16th, or it could have been any day. I think it's a fairly newer map. I think this is a map that anybody that plays Doom should have a save file for. And I'm not sure how to. This should be on your desktop, and when you think about it, you should come click it, and you should just slowly beat it. This is worth playing. I don't. Maybe it's not. Maybe the mechanics or the enemies and stuff like that aren't the greatest. Or oh yeah, but the reason why I brought up the reviews is because they suggested that if you're gonna play this map, that you use Boom, and one person on the review board said it sounded kind of matter of factly to use GL Boom when you play it because I guess that it runs the smoothest in there. Um, However, the author, Lainos, I believe that's how it's pronounced, did specify that it was created with PR Boom Plus in mind. So I'm not familiar with either program that well. I do use PR Boom Plus for a map that I'm currently making, but that's a different source port. So I haven't tried running this in regular hardware. I guess that's the end of the film. So thank you. Bye.